Hi, my name is Veronica. I am your conscious manifesting coach, and I am here today to help with your specific person. I'm going to specifically help you in a technique in trying to get them to contact you. This could be contact in any form. Phone call, text chat, showing up at your door. Could be anything. You may have tried to attract a text message before without any success. This video will show you some new insight as to how to actually make this work. Before we do that, if you would like to learn more about me or work with me one-on-one, veronicaisles.com is the place to go. If you would like to do one of my self-study courses, you can enroll today at veronicaisles.teachable.com. So let's talk specific person, because I know this is why many of you are here. You want this specific person to reach out to you and say all of the things you have been dreaming about. Now, I want to say, first of all, that this is absolutely possible. It doesn't matter who your specific person is, whether or not you've had a relationship before, whether or not it's just merely a crush, whether or not you know this person well, or if you just went out on one date, or maybe it's just someone you flirted with one time that you just really feel like you would be good together. Or maybe this is someone that you hardly know that you want to get to know more. It could be anyone. If it is an ex, I don't care how bad the breakup was, this can still work. It can even be someone that rejected you, who flat out said they weren't interested in you or would never have romantic feelings for you ever again. It doesn't matter if you were rejected, ghosted, what have you, this can still work. The first question you need to ask yourself is, how often do you think about you and your specific person actually being together and being happy? And compare that to how often you think about why it couldn't happen, why it may not happen, why they may not feel the same way, or any obstacles that have to be overcome in order to be with this person. Say a third party needs to go away, etc., etc. They need to unblock you, and so on and so on and so on. So first, you're going to compare how often you think about them in the preferred way, the loving way, the delicious, perfect, beautiful way. Now, this perfect, beautiful way may contain no logic. You may have no idea how you get to this point. You may have no idea how on earth this can happen, how it's possible, how all of those obstacles are overcome. But, you think about it anyway. So compare, take a mental note, you can even write it down. How often do you think about your specific person in the preferred way compared to the negative way, the fearful way? Reliving a rejection, reliving all the reasons why you think you will be rejected, etc., etc. Number one, you want to make sure you think about them more in the preferred way, less in the fearful way. Omit it entirely if possible. If you are unable to think of them in the preferred way, then I would actually pause from thinking about them at all, after you've set at least one intention in the preferred way. But if you find thinking about your person tends to make you feel lack, then it's time to stop thinking about them all the time and feel that your one positive intention was actually enough to solidify real results. Okay, so let's get to the part about how you are attracting them to say and do everything you've been dreaming. That text message, that phone call, showing up at your door, all and above, all of it, any combination, whatever you like. So you need to decide that it's going to happen. That they are going to need you, want you, share the same views on desire as you, mutually want you, accept you, be attracted to you, not be able to keep their eyes off of you, and not be able to get enough of you. So we're going to form the belief, form the intention, that they are going to send this message, contact you. You're going to dream up the exact words you want them to say. Not halfway, not what you think could happen, but actually in your wildest dreams, what you want to have happen. You're going to dream it up. One time is enough. You can write it down, you can imagine it. Doesn't matter, but at least once. Then we're going to solidify this by realizing you felt it from within, so it must already exist. Now all we need to do is play the waiting game of when it actually happens. This is the part that usually trips people up. They say to themselves, well, I can't actually believe this, because if it were true, if this person actually needed me, desired me in the same way I desire them, missed me, then they would have actually already reached out. Already. There wouldn't have been the 6 months of silence. There wouldn't have been a blocking. There wouldn't have been the rejection if this were actually true. So the problem is they restrict themselves from feeling this way because they think they don't have evidence in the real world, in the 3D world, to back it up. But if you want to create a new result, you want to create major, profound change, you have to decide that it's true. And you have to decide on it without a shred of evidence, without anything to support it, anything to back it up. So we need to insist that they still do miss you, that it must be true. We cannot use the past as evidence because, again, we don't want that to continue. They haven't talked to you in 6 months. You don't want that to last for another 6 months. Oh no, you want that to end ASAP. So how do we get that to end? Well, we get that to end by believing in a new scenario. Now, this new belief you're going to form is going to start just with a mere idea. All great things start with ideas, daring to dream of something different. But it's going to take you going out on that limb and not explaining it away or refusing to believe in it because of the past as your evidence. We need to sort of toss the past out the window. If you want to explain it away, you can say, well, maybe they were too scared to contact me, but they still missed me. But now they're getting to the place they need to be to reach out, to want to be with me in the same way. So it's going to be up to you to not say, well, they don't miss me because otherwise they would have contacted me already. I hear this a lot from people who haven't broken through yet. They say, well, it can't possibly be true. I couldn't possibly believe in this new result because it hasn't happened yet, because that would have meant they would have already contacted me. But again, we need to start a new chapter, start a new train of thought where we don't use the past as evidence. We create it anyway and we stick to it. Now, if you are currently trying to get their attention, trying to contact them, you need to physically stop. You need to let them reach out to you of their own decision, or their own choosing. They just felt compelled to do it. You've probably felt at one time in your life so compelled to do something that it's as if nothing could stop you. This is what you want to imagine them doing. Now, in stopping you reaching out to them, if you get the fear that they're going to forget all about you, or that they're going to use this as an excuse to never contact you again, then again you're coming from a place of lack and not from a place that lines up with your desire. And if you're having any of these sorts of reactions to the idea of stopping contacting them as if then there won't be any contact at all, then you need to reassess your idea of yourself. Put yourself in a higher light, a higher state, where you can see that you are the prize. I would definitely focus on a lot of self-love if you are having this reaction, because you need to raise your idea of self, because how can they possibly see you, desire you, want you, crave you, find you irresistible if you think that you could just be that discarded, that tossed away, even if they've done that to you before in the past? Again, we're starting a new chapter, brand new. We're tossing the lack aside because you probably wish those memories never would have happened, right? So we need to stop reliving them, stop creating proof from them, stop creating the future based on them. Now, I hope this video could help you break through. If you would like to work with me one-on-one, Veronica Isles is the place to go. We have a specific person workshop package where we will work together one-on-one. I also have amazing self-study courses at veronicaisles.teachable.com, as well as a terrific app for iPhone. Details on how to download that are below. Have a wonderful day.